Hey there, sports fans! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into 10 random, wacky facts about the Olympics that you probably didn't know. Let's get right into it. Let's start with the 1900 Paris Olympics, where they had an event called live pigeon shooting. This was a real event where competitors shot actual pigeons. Feathers flew, chaos ensued, and about 300 pigeons were killed. Thankfully, this event was a one-time deal. In the 1904 St. Louis Olympics, marathon runner Fred Lours hitched a ride in a car for 11 miles before running to the finish line. He was almost awarded the gold medal before his little car ride was discovered. Talk about taking a shortcut. In the 1908 London Olympics, Australian swimmer Annette Kellerman was arrested for wearing a one-piece swimsuit that showed her arms and legs. While Kellerman was a champion of the one-piece swimsuit, she wasn't a fan of the bikini, claiming that they showed too much skin. Thankfully, swimwear has evolved since then, or Michael Phelps might have had some issues. Did you know that the 1912 Stockholm Olympics included art competitions? It was the first time that art competitions were part of the Olympic program. Medals were awarded for architecture, literature, music, painting, and sculpture. It was finally abandoned in 1954 because artists were considered to be professionals, while Olympic athletes were required to be amateurs. Imagine training your whole life to be an Olympic painter. Picasso would be proud. Tug of War wasn't just for school playgrounds, it was an actual Olympic event from 1900 to 1920. Teams of 8 would literally pull their way to victory, and each country can field multiple teams for this event. I guess you could say they were really pulling for the gold. After the 1920 Games, the International Olympic Committee decided to streamline the Olympic program. Hence, tug of war and several other sports were removed. The 1936 Berlin Games was the first Olympics to be publicly televised, and also introduced the torch relay where runners carried the burning torch from Mount Olympus in Greece to Berlin, Germany. This was also the year that the USA decided not to dip its flag at the Berlin Games parade so as not to bow down to Hitler. Since then, the USA has never dipped its flag at other Olympic Games again. The 1948 London Olympics were the first games held after World War II. Known as the Austerity Games, it was marked by resourcefulness. No new venues were built, and athletes were housed in military camps, colleges, schools, and hostels. Some teams brought their own chefs. Hundreds of students were employed as dishwashers and cleaners at multiple locations. Athletes were even asked to bring their own towels. The Tokyo Olympics in 1964 were groundbreaking for its use of technology. It was the first time computers were used to help keep track of scores and times, making sure the results were more accurate than ever before. Japanese watchmaker Seiko debuted as the official timekeeper of the Olympic Games and used the technology it developed to produce the first commercial quartz wristwatch 5 years later. For the 2000 Sydney Olympics, the Olympic flame literally traveled underwater at the Great Barrier Reef. This was made possible due to employing flare technology that allowed the torch to burn underwater. The torch was carried by marine biologist Wendy Craig Duncan, who swam underwater with it for 2 minutes 40 seconds. And finally, break dancing will make its Olympic debut in the 2024 Paris Olympics. Also known as breaking, it originated in the USA in the 1970s. After scoring great success as an exhibition sport at the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018, The Olympic Committee has officially inaugurated it for the Paris Games. And that's all we have for you. If you enjoyed this trip down Olympic memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.